Hello there people, what is up? My name's Cormando and welcome to my WWE Survivor Series 2017 review. Now, for the most part I quite enjoyed this show. Actually I would say it's probably one of the better overall shows, pay-per-views in a while. I liked it. It was pretty good. The only sort of criticism I would have is probably the last match was a bit, not so much the match, but a bit of a bizarre ending. But we'll get there. Now, pre-show. There was two matches announced just before the show started, which I thought was kind of bullshit. That Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens being the main event of Hell in a Cell last time. The last review is now on the pre-show. That doesn't really make sense to me, but I spoke about that before. It doesn't make sense the booking that they've done with him, but it sort of played into the story because they got involved in the main event. Anywho's. The first match for Elias, the other match was Elias defeating Matt Hardy, 9 minutes 15. And yet again, they put them out early. Sure, there was more than 10 people there, unlike at SummerSlam. But still, why not just save the matches till later in the pre-show when there's more people there? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But Elias won, and I kind of liked the match. Elias just sort of dominated Matt Hardy for the most part. Matt Hardy got his stuff in, but he worked the arm pretty brutally, I would say, at times. And Matt Hardy tried to come back, but it didn't happen. I think he did a bloody double underhook into a shoulder breaker, like a butterfly suplex into a shoulder breaker. It was nasty. Eventually, how his drift away thing got the win. I was okay with it. And I thought Shawn Michaels was pretty funny in the pre-show. He was saying some funny stuff. He was good. There was other backstage promos and what have you as well. I'm not really going to get into that. We're just going to talk about the matches. Kalisto versus Enzo Amore. Kalisto, like the Muppet that he is, messed up his entrance. He got caught up on the ropes like a ferret. I just started bursting out laughing at that point. And he had on his wannabe Drago mask from Lucha Underground, which was too tight on him, and it was like squishing his beak and squishing his chin. It was looking like this, like a ferret. As for the match, I don't really have much to say about the match. Eventually, oh yeah, Death Valley Bomb. That's one of the highlights that stands out. He did hit that. Kalisto hit that. But at the end, when he got rammed into the turnbuckle by Enzo, exposed turnbuckle on the outside, the actual long part. And then hit the Joe Donzo and won. I was okay with it, but nothing really to say about the match. It wasn't really the best. It was okay. It did what it needed to do. Moving on, we have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Breezango. The highlight of this was the promo before it. It was very good. It was entertaining. I felt it could have been better. I felt it definitely could have been better. I thought Breezango were going to have something kind of funny to say, but they didn't really. But it was alright. This one lasted 7:45. The other one was 8:45. The first one was 9:15. I don't know if I said that. But nothing to say about the match. The match was just the run-of-the-mill, boring match with rest holds, and yes, you guessed it, more rest holds. Eventually Owens shot a powerbomb and got the win. Nothing else to say about it. Pish. But yeah, then we go on to the main show, where it was very good. Match quality wise, was very good. I liked all the matches. I thought they were all good. First one was the Shield defeating the New Day, 21 minutes 20 seconds. It was a long one, but it was a good one. Yeah, there's too much stuff to talk about. But I liked how it ended with a huge super duper triple powerbomb from the top rope. I thought that was cool. But yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was good. The other highlight I remember was Big E being on Xavier's shoulders, and then Kofi jumping over the top of them and hitting a splash on somebody, and then Big E getting thrown off and getting splashed onto them. I think it was Ambrose. It was pretty cool. I liked that. Eventually I ended with that super duper triple powerbomb. But yeah, it was a very good match. I liked it. Yeah, moving on, we have the women's elimination match thing, 18 minutes 35, where Raw won. Becky got eliminated really quick, like ridiculously quick actually. But I don't really have much else to say about the match. I liked the Tamina and Nia face-off. I thought that was really cool, and the crowd was really into that. That was like a big moment. They were going at it. Eventually, I think Nia got thingied by count out. Tamina so I went nuts on her on the outside, and she got counted out. But eventually, it ended. It came down to Asuka versus Tamina and Natalya, and Asuka sort of came back, caught the armbar, and Tamina made her tap. Then Natalya came in and was like beating her up a little bit, but then Asuka came back and got in the Asuka lock and won. It was alright. I liked it. Moving on, there was something with Daniel Bryan's doubting man backstage, blah blah blah. We have Baron Corbin versus The Miz. Baron Corbin won, 9 minutes 35, a bit shorter than the other matches. All the other matches were kind of long, at least on the main show. But it was still alright. It was decent. Maurice was in the crowd, so Corbin was sort of saying some stuff and like smooching at her. And the Miz was on the outside, and I liked that Curtis Axel had a red thing around his neck, whatever that thing's called, that brace thing. I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. He's got a red one. As for the match, I didn't really have much to say about it. There wasn't much memorableness about it, but I still liked it. I still enjoyed it. And Corbin got the end of days out of nowhere. Boom, won. I was like, alright, that's cool. And then he had like a little promo thing afterwards with Renee, where he said, and his hand went up and Miz's mouth stayed closed, but then for everyone watching at home, their mouths were shut too. It was kind of a shitty promo actually. It was pretty shit. But yeah, moving on, we have the tag match with the tag team champions. The Usos defeated the Bar, 15 minutes 55. Another good match. I liked it. I feel like I'm just saying the same thing here, is that I liked it. But that's the way it was. I enjoyed the match, and they did have a promo thing before. At least the Usos did. At least we didn't get to hear Cesaro talking like a retard, because couldn't possibly have him take his mouth guard out. Oh no, couldn't possibly have that and have him sound, normal. Has to sound like a retard. So luckily we escaped that. But the Usos came in and did a good promo, and then we got a good match out of it. It was good. I don't really remember much about it, but I remember at the time that I liked it. The only thing I remember is the end when they went nuts with super kicks, and then got the Superfly Splash and got the win. And I remember Cesaro doing this thing where one of the Usos were going to jump out of the ring with a splash, and then he just came out of nowhere and uppercutted them. And the Sheamus did like the 3D set up into an uppercut. I remember that. That's about all I remember. It was like ages ago now, so yeah. And this thing was like 6 hours long, so I got a pretty. It's hard to remember, That's a long time, people. 6 hours is a long time. And then there was a thing with Jason Jordan, who had a promo thing backstage, and he said he hoped Triple H gets eliminated, and then Raw wins. So I thought he was going to get involved and like attack Triple H or something, but he didn't. He didn't even get involved at all. So that was disappointing, actually. I thought he definitely was going to do something there. But yeah, moving on, we have the Women's Championship battle match. Says here 15 minutes. Charlotte won. Again, another good match. Another good match. I liked it. And it was sort of just Alexa dominated by working the ribs and what have you. And I can't remember if she got into submission or something at one point. I remember Charlotte was selling it really well, I think. Or maybe I'm thinking of her match with Natalya, where she was selling it really well. I can't really remember, but I know that Charlotte's one of few people that are actually good at selling submissions and make them, seem like they're painful. Which is a good thing. Instead of the people just sitting there doing nothing, not reacting, she's good at that. But it ended with a. She went for the Twisted Bliss thing. Flair got the knees up, and then a big boot, and then a figure eight, and then Bliss tapped. Yeah, good match. I liked it. That's the whole highlight of this thing. That's my promo or my motto or whatever for this review is good match. I liked it. And yeah, moving on, we have AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar. 15 minutes 25. It was a bit longer for a Brock match. Brock won but it was brutal. Brutal, as they would say on Lucha Underground. I think Matt Striker says that, or maybe it's Vampiro, I can't remember. But it was a good match, but it was, oh God, Brock, he's just so violent, and he's so stiff. I wouldn't be surprised if AJ had a concussion after that match. He was getting just thrown around like a rag doll, as they say. The Germans were nasty. The belly to bellies were nasty. His knee strikes, his punches, and whatever was nasty. He's just a nasty person, old Brock. He's a nasty person. But it was a good match. Like I said, it was a very good match, and it wasn't like AJ just got destroyed the whole time. Got destroyed most of the time, but not all the time. AJ did come back and he got in his own offense. He got in his phenomenal forearms, and I liked that he got in the calf crusher as well. And Brock sold the shit out of it. It was good. I really liked that. Brock was very, very good at taking that move and selling it, and then afterwards even selling it when he was after following that, he was still selling it, and then like how it ended was with the AJ going for another forearm, springboard forearm, phenomenal forearm. Then he got in the F5, and Brock, he was even still selling it then. Like when he caught him, he was still sort of selling it like with his leg up a bit. That was good. I liked that. And then he hit the F5 and won. But yeah, Brock just beat the shit out of him for the most part. It was just nasty. It was really nasty. Like AJ was even throwing sort of safe shots. You could see he was throwing safe shots himself, and then Brock's just fucking violent as fuck. A bit unnecessary Brocky. There was no need for some of those things, but yeah, it is what it is, and Brock won. Oh, and the old screensaver just went off. There it goes. And then finally we're on to the final match, which was the men's elimination match. That was 33 minutes 20. It's kind of long. Not as long as last year's. I remember last year's was like 50 minutes or something. But Team Raw won, and it started off really good. I thought it started off really well with these sort of like dream match things happening, with like Nakamura and Finn, and Nakamura and Triple H for a while, and then even Bobby Roode and Triple H. They both got in their stuff. They both got in their glorious and their suck it things. And then after that, it kind of just was stupid. It got a bit stupid in my opinion, where bloody Bobby Roode gets eliminated and Nakamura gets eliminated. I mean, at least just before Nakamura got eliminated, he was, beating the shit out of everybody and Kinshasa, Triple H and all this stuff. But I don't understand why Nakamura and Roode got eliminated so quickly. They should have been the ones in at the end. You could have gotten rid of Randy Orton and Triple H and what have you, and had those two guys last longer. Like, did I say Randy Orton and Triple H? Randy Orton and John Cena. But no, they got rid of them first. I thought that was bad. At least Nakamura got made to look good, but Roode didn't really. And I think what he was trying to do was hit a blockbuster and get caught, and then get power slam, but that didn't happen. he tried to hit the blockbuster and he missed, and then Braun picked him up and hit the power slam. I think Braun was supposed to catch him, and he didn't. But then bloody, I think Cena got eliminated. No, it was Joe that got eliminated. Again, thought that was dumb. Why are these guys getting eliminated early? These are the newer guys. You should have been making them look better, I felt. I think Joe and Finn sort of started, messing with each other at one point, but this was obviously before Finn got eliminated. But Joe got out, and then Cena got out, and then Finn got out. Oh yeah, Finn got out then. Okay, so yeah, that might have been when they started fighting each other. And then Orton was out, and then, well, the ending just was weird to me. I thought it was very, very odd. But it's Kurt Angle and Shane, sort of going at each other. And then he's got him in the ankle lock. And then all of a sudden, Triple H just comes in and bloody pedigrees Kurt Angle. Throws Shane on top of him. 1, 2, 3, Kurt Angle's out. Okay. And then he's standing with Shane and he's picking him up, and then and it looks as though he's sort of turned on Raw, and he's now with Shane. But no, he decides to pedigree Shane, and then gets the win for Team Raw. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? That was kind of random. It seemed like he was sort of turning on Braun. Like, Braun was standing there the whole time just looking pissed and confused. He's like, what the fuck are you doing, Triple H? Do you want me to come over there and rip that beard off your face, bitch? Yeah, I could tell that's what he was thinking. But yeah, that's what happened. And Triple H is like, he's like smiling and all happy and celebrating with Braun. And then Braun, like, you think he like grabbed him by the throat or something, and he's like, "Don't you ever bloody mess with me again, bitch." And then he walks away, and then Triple H comes from behind, goes to the pedigree, but not today, sucker. Braun scoops him up and hits the power slam, and then they're sort of chatting one more time again, and then he does it again, hits the power slam, and rips off his t-shirt and throws it at him, and that's how it went off there. So, yeah, like I said, the ending was a bit bizarre. The match was alright, but I felt the second half of it, or at least, well, maybe the second 2/3 of it was a bit odd. So I thought it started off good, and then it sort of went downhill from there. Still enjoyable, but I didn't really like that Rude and that got eliminated so early. But so what are they setting up here? I mean, he pedigreed Shane. Okay, that's just for the win, but he also pedigreed Kurt Angle. So Triple H versus Kurt Angle at some point? Or are we gonna get Triple H versus Braun at some point? That's what I'm thinking. Like, I seen something, I think it was Twitter or YouTube, where somebody said it's gonna be Jason Jordan versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, as well as maybe Braun versus Triple H at WrestleMania. Instead of Kurt versus Triple H, you could have, you know, a new guy versus an old guy, which I think would be better. I think that would probably do better for the newer guy. You would hope, at least. At least that's what I would say. But yeah, there's the old review. It's done. Kind of didn't think I would ramble that long, but I did. But that's it anyways. I don't really have anything else to say. It's done. There was 13 bloody exclusive videos I had to watch. That's what I did before I recorded this. I was like, bloody hell, there is tons of stuff here on YouTube to watch. All these little backstage videos. But there's the review. A good show. Just a bit of a bizarre ending. That's it. Thank you for watching. And I gotta go get some bloody sleep, because I'm about falling asleep right now. It's crazy. See you later. And I thankfully have a day off work, which is good. See ya.